I've been learning to make beats for about the past 7 months, and during that time I've always made sure to avoid learning about one thing: music theory. That's because it's something just completely foreign to me. I've never played an instrument or taken like an actual music class, so while I've known about its existence and how important it is to making actually good music, I just haven't put in the effort yet to actually understand it. But that's gonna end today. All right, guys, so I made a list of some videos that I found on music theory and different things. Some of these you guys may have seen before, some maybe not, but pretty much I watched them mostly through, not really like paying a ton of attention, but making sure that they seem like good videos, and for the most part they did. So the plan with these videos is I'm basically going to watch each of them and take notes on kind of what their structure is and how they go through different music theory concepts. I'm gonna like take notes of the concepts, the order they're in, and some various other notes. I'm not trying to actually like learn the stuff though today. So I just basically want to have a plan of the things I need to learn and the order I need to learn them in so that we can start this journey correctly, hopefully. All right, so the first video is Learn Music Theory in Half an Hour by Andrew Huang. It's a pretty popular one, so you've probably actually seen it or at least heard about it if you've been looking into learning some music theory yourself. So we're gonna get watching on that 2x speed. Pencil, paper. I'm actually going to take notes, okay? I said this before in one video, and then I decided I didn't want to and cut it out. But this time I'm actually gonna take the notes, okay? All right. As this was the first video I watched, it did take me a little bit to kind of figure out the note taking. I had to decide what points seemed important to write down and not get too bogged down in all the details. Like I said before, I'm just trying to familiarize myself with the topics and get a good grasp of what I need to learn and how I might need to go about learning it. And I have a lot of content I want to sift through today, so if I want to survive, I really can't be taking too long on just one video. All right, I have completed my first watch of one of these videos and taking notes. I've got this page and half of this page, some basic notes basically outlining the video and a couple of the, well, and all the topics that were mentioned in it. I'm just gonna record it with my hand, bro. I'm not trying to set up anything. Okay, we've got some different topics that I found. This is all like really not super great organized or anything like that yet. I'm gonna make it organized. I'm gonna make it nice and neat. But right now I was just gathering information while I watched the video at 2x speed. So topic 1, notes, like the 12 notes on the piano, all that stuff. Then we've got chords. Then we've got the number system of like scales and things. I need to learn all this stuff, so obviously I don't understand it fully right now. But then we got topic 4 was making inversions in your scales. We're trying to spice some stuff up. I know some stuff about that, not really though. And then the next topic was melodies. And then the last topic was rhythm. And then kind of transcribing. Basically, after you watch the video, he wants you to try to transcribe songs that you like. Anyways, that's what I found in this video. I need to now do that like 4 more times or something. Some of the videos are shorter, some of them are about the same length. I don't think there's anything too long. And then at the end, we're going to combine all the knowledge into a streamlined document with learn this, learn this, learn this, learn these key things in each category, and then you should be pretty knowledge. The second video I watched was Music Theory for Producers. This is all you need by Ethan Davis. This video was similar to the first one I watched, but it definitely had its own teaching style and own twist on music theory. It went over notes, scales, chords, chord progressions, spicing up your chords, and finally breaking the conventional rules. The third video I watched was the Music Production Roadmap for Beginners by Black Ghost Audio. This video was a little different than the other ones, as it was more about a roadmap for learning producing in general, but I went ahead and just skipped to the part about music theory and took note of all the topics he put in his outline. Now, the fourth video I watched was how I'd learn music theory if I had to start over by 12 Tone. This video had a lot of interesting advice on how to go about the process of learning music theory, but it didn't speak as much on what actually to learn. I think this video will come in handy to revisit a little further down the line once I get a better grasp on all the fundamentals from the other videos. All right, guys, so for some reason, the whole rest of the recording, my mic just stopped working. I'm not really sure why, and hopefully it's actually recording right now. Yeah, I'm not really sure. I didn't realize it while I was recording, and I recorded like a bunch of stuff, but it's okay. We're just gonna redo it right now, and I still have all like the B-roll and stuff that I recorded on that day, so it's pretty much fine. I just gotta re-say some stuff. Okay, so after I finished watching all the videos and taking notes, I organized all the lists of topics I had gathered from my notes and put them into a Google Doc. And I tried to organize this doc as best as I could, as I am going to be trying to use this as my guide for the rest of the series, or at least as a good starting point. Okay, so here is the thing I came up with. I basically sorted it into two sections: getting a grasp of the basic concepts and learning more advanced theory. So the first section has these first three videos, this one, and this one, and then I just made it the main topics I took note of, and I made sure I kept them in their same order that they were presented in the video. That way I kind of have an idea looking at this what the general consensus of like, you should learn this first, then this, according to these different people. So like, you know, like notes into chords, notes, scales, and chords. You know, it's all pretty similar. The third one is definitely a little bit different, but it's not that different. Like it has like the circle of fifths, which is something that's not mentioned in the other ones. But yeah, and then this learning more advanced theory has this final video, which I already talked about. It just was a kind of a little bit different and wasn't so much about the fundamentals. So I thought I'd put it in a separate section and pretty much just put this off to the side for now and think about it later. Now, the final thing I did, because I know this is three different lists, so it's not really one consolidated thing, was I threw it into ChatGPT, which I don't really use that much. So I don't know if I really entered it the best. Here, let me actually pull it up. But I said some garbled English. I didn't try to make it make sense. Don't worry about this. Basically, I said, here's these three lists, which I formatted really poorly because I have no idea why I couldn't just like press enter, and it was being really annoying. I don't know. Okay. Like I said, I don't use this that often. So I put them in and basically just said, make one list based off of these three lists. It spit out an answer. I don't know if it was really affected that much by what I put in it. I think it might have just put whatever it knows about music theory already. But it gave me this list that I'm also going to be referencing. And I think it is actually kind of a better streamline than what I was looking at. But basically it goes, step one is the fundamentals of music. It gives me the notes, intervals, note values, rhythm. So these are all things that we saw across this. So we saw notes, but then we saw notes values there, and then it put rhythm actually at the beginning, so that was interesting. I'm not sure. And then scales and keys, so that was a general thing we saw that we went into. Scales and keys and stuff were included in like the chord stuff, so it kind of follows that, but then also sticks some circle of fifths there, which was at the end of this. So I don't know what I'm gonna follow, but I'll figure it out. I will take all this stuff into consideration. I just wanted to present that all to you guys right now so you know where I'm at after this day of pretty much just like resource gathering and knowledge collecting. This plan could easily change as I get a little further into this and understand stuff more, but I think this is a really solid starting point for the series for my music theory learning, and I hope this was helpful to you, either giving you information or at least inspiring you if this information is not actually helpful. But we will see. Time will tell, and maybe some of you guys in the comments can leave your 2 cents on what I should be doing and give me some direction. But anyways, with that, guys, I will just see you in the next one. Bye.